Photoshop and Illustrator. I know that they're the industry standard and they're household names for graphic design, but holy cow, have you seen the prices? Thankfully, I've actually found a cheaper alternative that surprisingly I like to use a lot more than the Adobe products. Welcome back to my channel. My name is PSYRIK and I'm your one-stop shop for Twitch tips, tricks, and training. Today's video though is a little bit different because it applies to anybody who wants to either start working with graphic design or already does work with graphic design. Though if you're starting to stream, you'll need to find programs that you can create your channel art and overlays with. Before I start, I would like to just disclaim that I am not sponsored. This is 100% me just giving my recommendation based on personal experience. Remember, if you have any questions, to stop by my Twitch channel when I'm live and you can ask me there in the chat, or you can leave them down in the comments below and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Also, if you find this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm push my videos to other people so they can see it. And if you want to be notified of my weekly videos, be sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. Chances are, if you're here, it's because you went to Adobe's website to try to find Photoshop and Illustrator because you've heard so much about them and you want to get into graphic design. But the second you saw the prices, you instantly searched free or cheaper alternatives to Photoshop and Illustrator. So let me break down the price of it a little bit. If you were to get Photoshop and Illustrator both, it would be $32 a month or close to $400 a year. That is a lot of money spent. Now, there is also another scenario which you could be in. You could be a student and you have a student license for free to Adobe. And while those are great, those don't last forever. And so you might be here trying to find an alternative to try to learn before you lose complete access. That is the boat I was in. Now, if you're looking for free alternatives to Photoshop, I've used GIMP and Krita in the past, and they're both good. Out of the two, I would probably recommend Krita. But those aren't the programs that I want to talk about in this video. Instead, let me divert your attention over to Affinity. Affinity, while I feel is gaining traction, still kind of flies under the radar, and there's a lot of people who still have not heard of them. Now, I already know your first question about Affinity because, hey, it's kind of the main topic of this video, and that's the price. How much does it cost? With Affinity, you get a 10-day free trial, and after that, it's $50 for each piece of the software. And honestly, that is a fantastic deal for the software that you're getting. It's $100 total for a one-time payment, and you have the software for life. That's also how much you would spend on Adobe in 3 months, so it's not that bad. Both Affinity Photo and Designer, they work a little bit differently from Photoshop and Illustrator, but all the main functionality is still there, and there's actually a lot of extra features that are really, really cool. Now, like I said before, I was a student and I had the student license to Adobe, and I even took some classes on Photoshop, InDesign, and a little bit of Illustrator. So I was pretty well versed with all these products, and eventually I ended up losing my access, and I kind of got by with Krita for a long time because it's free. But it didn't suit all the needs that I had for my graphic design needs. And for those of you wondering, I actually used GIMP before college. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation Then everything changed when I found Affinity. The software had everything that I wanted and needed, and I found that I was actually surprisingly enjoying it a lot more than Adobe. Out of the two Affinity programs, Designer is the one that I jumped into first. This would be the Illustrator or vector graphics alternative. I just found the UI to be way more friendly and intuitive. With Illustrator, there was always some barrier that would keep me from making exactly what I wanted, either because I didn't know how to do it or I couldn't. More than likely it was the former. But I always felt like it was hindering my creative ability. Now, fast forward to Designer, I actually felt like all those barriers collapsed. It was so easy to use and just jump right in and start using it. Honestly, making whatever I wanted has never been easier. And yes, there have been like tricks and stuff that I've picked up along the way, and stuff I've learned how to do more efficiently, and even more features I discovered the more I used it. But even just from like the starting standpoint, I felt like I was already much better at it than Illustrator, which I had used for a few years. Plus, there's other cool features that are in Designer that, as far as I'm aware, are not in Illustrator. My favorite of these would be the asset toolbar, where you can drag in SVG files that you download from the internet, or drag in shapes that you make in the editor, and then you can drag them back into your project later, so they're saved. It's really, really cool, and honestly, I use it in just about everything that I make for my stream. Now, moving on to Photo, I know I just sung all the praises about Designer. Photo, I think, is actually like on par with Photoshop, But then again, I had a lot more experience with Photoshop than I did with Illustrator. So switching to a new program is not always super easy, especially when you're so well versed in one way of doing things. So it makes sense that I had a little bit of trouble at the start of using Photo, but honestly, after 2 or 3 times of needing to use it, I caught on and now I'm equally versed. But the main reason I think Photo is better than Photoshop is the price. Like, you really can't beat a one-time payment of $50. It's that's cheap for software. Now there's one really cool feature in both Photo and Designer. I'd love to point it out because it stands out in my mind and I use it all the time. As far as I know, unless it is a recent feature added, Adobe has no real way of switching seamlessly between Photoshop and Illustrator. Meaning, if you want to work on one project in both software for different things, it's kind of a hassle to export as one thing, then import as another, and even then it's not perfect. Affinity, though, has this really cool thing, whereas if you go up to File and then Edit in Photo or Edit in Designer, you can switch your file seamlessly over into the other software and work on it. And you can even go straight back to the original thing you were working in. Seamlessly, back and forth, it works amazing. The one way that I use this on a regular basis is for my YouTube thumbnails. So what I do is, I get my phone, I take a selfie, and then I send it to myself, download it on my computer, cut myself out of the photo with Photo, do all of my color correction, levels, whatever, and then I switch it over to Designer to add all the text, effects, glowing, colors, etc. It's a super easy workflow, and Affinity, I find in general, just really wants to get out of your way creatively and just lets you do things that you want to do. If you are interested in getting Affinity, I will have links in the description below. Once again, I am not sponsored by them in any way. I just love the software and I want to share it with you guys. The links don't make me money or anything like that. Remember, if you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button and help me out. If you want to see more of my content, hit subscribe and the bell icon. I upload a new video every single week. Drop a comment below, let me know why you're looking for a Photoshop or Illustrator alternative, and if I convinced you of Affinity's awesomeness. You can also catch me live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find my Twitch channel in the description below. There we hang out, chat, play games. I just finished playing Jedi Fallen Order on stream, and I'm now playing Super Mario 3D All-Stars. It's a really fun time, and I'd love to see you there. Also, if you want to catch any of those VODs, check out my new secondary channel in the description below, PSYRIK Plays. Thanks for watching the video. This is your Twitch trainer signing off. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, take care. That was so close. No! 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 No!